You're not lazy. You're not pathetic. You're just stuck. And today, I want to tell you a story about a guy named Jona. Someone who felt the same way you do, lost, tired, and buried under responsibilities he didn't ask for. But he found a way out. And maybe his story is exactly what you need right now. Jona wasn't born strong. He wasn't born disciplined. If anything, he was the opposite. He would wake up every day with the same battle in his head. I want to change, but I don't have the strength. His room was a mess. His life was a mess. His family was struggling financially, and he felt useless, like he couldn't contribute anything. He worked random jobs, barely earning enough. And when he wasn't working, he'd escape into games, social media, anything that distracted him from the reality that he wasn't becoming the person he needed to be. The worst part, every night before sleeping, he'd whisper to himself,
"I'm pathetic."
One day, out of frustration, Jona searched online how to stop being lazy, but the advice he found didn't hit him until he stumbled on a line from Marcus Aurelius' quote and said, "You could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow." That hurt him deeply because he realized he kept waiting for motivation, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for a miracle. But not once did he choose today. In Minecraft, nothing builds itself. You can't mine diamonds by thinking about them. You can't finish a house by planning for the right time. You take your pickaxe, you go down, you work. And for the first time in a long time, Jona asked himself,
What if I just start right now?
Jona didn't do anything crazy. He didn't try to change his entire life in one day. He started small. He cleaned his room. He fixed his bed. He did push-ups, like 5. He practiced one skill he wanted to learn. He wasn't building a castle yet. He was just placing the first block. And he learned something powerful. Small actions don't feel like much until they start changing who you are. He began showing up for himself in tiny ways, and with every small win, he built a little confidence, a little discipline, a little momentum, just like leveling up in Minecraft. You don't notice it at first, but suddenly, you're not that weak anymore. Jona knew he couldn't live as the lazy version of himself anymore, not just for him, but for his family. He remembered the nights his mother skipped meals just to make food enough for everyone. He remembered his father looking tired, hiding his stress so the kids wouldn't worry. And for the first time, Jona felt this: I'm done being a burden, not out of shame, but out of love. He wasn't chasing motivation anymore. He was chasing purpose. And Stoicism taught him something life-changing. If it's hard, do it. If it scares you, face it. If it matters, act now. Jona finally had a why. And with a strong enough why, any how becomes possible. The next weeks weren't easy. Jona still got tired. He still felt lazy. He still doubted himself. But here's what changed. He did the work even when he didn't feel like it. Just like fighting mobs in Minecraft even when you only have iron armor. Just like grinding XP even when it's boring as hell. Discipline became Jona's weapon. Not motivation, not hype, not inspiration, just discipline. Because he realized lazy people wait for feelings. Disciplined people rely on actions. He woke up early, He exercised, he read, he learned new skills, he worked harder and smarter. At first, nothing happened, but then everything did. But life isn't a straight line. Just when Jonah was making a progress, something happened. He lost his job. Just like dying in Minecraft and dropping everything. Just like losing all your XP. Just like seeing the "you died" screen after hours of grinding. He was crushed. He felt like a failure again. And the old voice in his head whispered, "See, you'll never change. You're still the same pathetic version of you." But this time, something was different. He didn't break. He didn't quit. He remembered a Stoic lesson. The obstacle is the way. So instead of crying, instead of distracting himself, instead of giving up, Jonah said,
All right, let's rebuild.
Jonah started again. He applied to jobs every day. He upgraded his skills. He learned to manage money. He helped his parents. He worked side hustles. He kept training his discipline. And slowly, things got better. Not instantly, not magically, but steadily. He got a new job, better than the last. He improved physically. He gained confidence. He started saving money. He stopped wasting time on things that drained him. He started focusing on things that built him. He wasn't just surviving anymore. He was ascending. He wasn't living like a background character anymore. He was living like the main character, like the player who respawns after death and says, "I'm not done." If Jonah could talk to you right now, he'd say this: "You're not lazy. You're just overwhelmed. You're not pathetic. You just haven't seen how strong you can be. Your story isn't over. Your life isn't set in stone. You can rebuild today, not tomorrow." So ask yourself, who do you want to be? The version of you who gives up at the first sign of difficulty? Or the version who rises up even when everything falls apart? Remember this: the world won't fix itself. Your life won't fix itself. But you can fix it, one choice at a time. Just like Jonah, just like Minecraft. Start placing the blocks. Start rebuilding the structure. Start becoming the person you were meant to become. Not next year, not next month, not tomorrow. Today.
And hey, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't end up being lazy.